Hello everyone. So for this project on a contemporary artist, I really wanted to discuss David Hockney. He's an artist that I researched for a previous project. And I really wanted to discuss for this project his view on men through a queer lens. So let's get into it. So David Hockney was born July 9th, 1937 in Yorkshire, England. And after he left art school, he traveled a lot between England and the United States, with most of his time in the US being spent in California, in Los Angeles, and in Hollywood. And because of his time spent there, he ended up settling in Los Angeles in 1978. And his settling there, his back and forth between Hollywood and Los Angeles and West Hollywood and places like that would play a big role in his landscapes in his later works. Another important thing about Hockney is that he is a gay man, and he often depicts gay relationships or men through a queer lens in his works. So the first piece I wanted to talk about is Domestic Scene Los Angeles. And the thing that really strikes me about this painting is the men compared to the background. So in 1963, homosexuality was still illegal in the United States, and because of this, there were a lot of cities in the US that queer people would gather in and turn them into a safe space and a hub for themselves, and Los Angeles was one of them. And I think this painting is a really beautiful example of how queer relationships are real and they're not an abstract thing, because this painting, the background is more abstract, but the two men are, they're painted in a very realistic way, and they're painted very lovingly, so they are able to have a relationship just like anybody else. And I think that is a really beautiful thing about this painting. And then the next painting I want to talk about is Peter getting out of Nick's pool, which was painted in 1966. So again, homosexuality is still illegal in the United States. Another important thing about this painting is that Peter, the male figure in this painting, was modeled after Hockney's boyfriend at the time. And I think something really beautiful about this painting is how the subject is depicted in a way that we usually only see women depicted in art. He is getting out of the pool. He's obviously nude, but he's very elegant. He has a bit of a slimmer waist, and he's posing in a almost seductive way, but he's very graceful, he's very elegant, he's very beautiful. And this is another just wonderful example of how Hockney is able to portray men through a queer lens. And that's it. I hope that you guys all enjoyed, and if you're interested, I would definitely recommend reading up on Hockney yourself.